yesterday on this show, you might have seen me doing my Meghan Markle impersonation. Nobody cares what I think. Nobody asks me who I am or even how I am. People don't ask who she is, actually. They don't ask how she is because they don't care. However, we sometimes get criticised for picking on Meghan Markle, but I tell you what, it's nothing compared to what they're doing in America. Lisa Kennedy Montgomery runs a show called Kennedy Nation on Fox, right? Have a look at this.
Meghan Markle just won't let us forget about her. We would love to. The Duchess of Santa Barbara today releasing the first episode, maybe the last, hopefully, of her new podcast series. She spoke about the pressures of royal life and how she's been discriminated against for being a woman with ambition.
As you heard in my chat with my dear friend, the notion of ambition comes with many judgments and nuances, especially for women. The misconception that if you're an ambitious woman, you have an agenda. You must be calculating, or you're selfish or aggressive, or a climber.
Or a climber. She is a horrible actress.
Oh, she's the worst.
So after hearing that, Jem, aren't you dying to hear episode 2? Or you want to take a handful of pills so you can die so you don't hear episode 2? Here with me now, comedian and host of Fox Across America on Fox News Radio.
Hey.
Big Jem fan. This is it? The tens of millions of dollars they got from Netflix, and this is it?
I love Meghan Markle because she's such a tone-deaf idiot.
Yeah, you see, it's not just me. Everybody thinks that Meghan Markle's new podcast is pants. It's as simple as that. Richard, I mean, we're often getting it in the neck from the wokeists saying, why are you always picking on her? It's racist. No, she is an incredibly annoying woman, and the Americans are obviously seeing it the way we see it.
Absolutely, that clip just tickles me pink. It's just hilarious because it typifies exactly what she's like. And no, and no doubt she's got a lot of support out there. A lot of people do respect and love her. We don't disrespect her, Mike, on the show, as you know, but we call things out. And here's a woman who craves attention, who needs to be loved and liked by the media, and yet at the same time, she, on the other hand, criticises and hates the media for giving her a platform. You can't have it both ways. She has to make a decision. And let's not forget, she's been paid millions of pounds by Netflix for this series as well. It's absolutely absurd when they said we want privacy, we don't want press exposure anymore. And now her and Harry, of course, are living the dream in Santa Barbara, California, which I've had the privilege of visiting myself.
It's not a bad little place, is it? It's rather nice.
Rather nice place indeed, yeah. And of course, she's she's talking about issues that women face. I mean, this is a woman who hasn't really struggled in the latter stages of her life. She's been very wealthy, very well off. Her acting career, as well as we know, is well documented. And here she is complaining about life. There are people, genuine women in this country, who've got things to complain about, who are really struggling. Not this woman. So we don't want to hear of virtue-signaling rubbish on television. Yeah. I certainly don't. And I will not be listening to the podcast. But I won't be taking tablets to kill myself, that's for sure. No,
absolutely right. I mean, you shouldn't even be joking about that sort of thing. You'll be cancelled for that sort of stuff, I mean, incredible, isn't it? We used to have conversations about all sorts of things, and now, halfway through the show, you're going, oh, blimey, I don't know if we can say that. But you say it anyway, and that's what we do at TalkTV. But this is the thing, people are sick to death of not being able to afford to put petrol in their car, sick to death of not being able to put the fan on because the electricity bill's going to be too high. And here's this woman telling how difficult it's been for her to get through life as a multi-millionaire's wife. I mean, do me a favour, she ain't suffering too much, is she?
No, what these people really know about struggling, when you look at families across the country, even before the cost of living crisis, Mike, here in Wales, of course, high deprivation levels under Welsh Labourer Mark Drakeford, our friend down in the Senedd there. I mean, when you consider the impact that the cost of living is having on top of that on people's lives here, it's incredulous to think that you have these celebrities who've got millions of pounds in assets or in the bank complaining about what they're going through and how difficult life is and how hard it is for them. There are genuine people. I'm not saying she may suffer from mental health issues, and just because you've got money doesn't mean you're exempt from that. But certainly money and having a certain lifestyle does help to support you in a different way than maybe those who don't have it, those struggling working class families here across the country who are really, really struggling, holding down 2 or 3 jobs just to feed their children, just to keep the electric on, put the washing on. Those are the people who are struggling. They're the ones who need a platform. And thankfully, here on TalkTV, you give those people a platform when they call in, Mike.